Have you ever noticed that the women who command the most respect rarely explain themselves? Why do some women seem impossible to manipulate, yet everyone values their presence? What if the biggest difference between an ordinary woman and a truly high-value woman isn't what she says, but what she never reveals? Stay with me, because by the end of this message, you will discover the 12 things high-value women never tell anyone, and once you understand them, you will never see confidence, strength, or feminine power the same way again. 1. Silence is power. She doesn't. Announce her every move. Sit quietly for a moment and ask yourself one simple question. Why do some people speak about every dream they have, every plan they make, every step they are about to take, yet they rarely arrive where they hoped to go? And why do others remain almost silent, saying very little, yet somehow they continue to grow, succeed, and earn respect without asking for it? The answer is not luck. It is understanding. Many people believe power comes from being noticed. They believe they must constantly explain themselves, prove themselves, or tell everyone what they are working toward. They think attention creates value, but attention and value are not the same thing. A high-value woman understands this difference. She knows that a seed does not break through the soil because everyone watches it. It grows in darkness. It grows where nobody can see it. Only when it is strong enough does it appear above the ground. Human growth follows the same law. The strongest transformation happens in silence. That is why she does not announce every new goal. She does not tell the world every lesson she is learning or every opportunity she has received. She allows her actions to speak before her words ever do. This is not because she is secretive. It is because she understands human nature. The moment you tell everyone about a dream, something strange begins to happen. Some people will praise you without helping you. Others will question your ability. Some will secretly hope you fail because your success reminds them of their own excuses. Without realizing it, you begin carrying the weight of their opinions. Your clear mind becomes crowded. Your peaceful heart becomes restless. And slowly, your energy leaves the work itself and becomes trapped in protecting your image. A high-value woman refuses this trap. She protects her energy as carefully as others protect their money. She knows energy is more valuable than attention. Imagine carrying a candle through a strong wind. Would you keep showing everyone the flame? Or would you quietly shield it with your hands until you reached safety? Your dreams deserve the same protection. Not every idea needs an audience. Not every beginning needs applause. Sometimes silence is the greatest form of discipline. People often mistake quietness for weakness because they have become addicted to noise. The loudest person in the room is rarely the strongest. The strongest person rarely feels the need to announce their strength. Real confidence does not ask to be noticed. It simply exists. Observe the mountains. They do not speak. Observe the ocean. It does not explain its depth. Observe the moon. It never asks the sky for permission to shine. Nature teaches this lesson every single day. Everything truly powerful remains calm. The same is true for a woman who understands her own worth. She walks into a room without trying to become the center of attention. She listens more than she speaks. She observes before she reacts. She understands that every conversation reveals something. While others are busy speaking, she is learning. While others are trying to impress, she is understanding. Knowledge enters through quiet ears more easily than through a busy mouth. This is why silence is not emptiness. Silence is awareness. Many people fear silence because silence forces them to meet themselves. Without endless talking, endless scrolling, endless distractions, they begin hearing their own doubts. A high-value woman has already made peace with that inner voice. She has spent time alone. She has questioned herself. She has accepted her imperfections without making them her identity. Because of this inner work, she does not need constant reassurance from the outside world. She no longer mistakes visibility for significance. There is another reason she stays silent about her plans. Words create temporary satisfaction. The brain often rewards us simply for talking about future success. It feels almost like success has already happened. This illusion steals motivation. Many dreams disappear because people enjoyed speaking about them more than living them. She knows this. Instead of collecting compliments for unfinished work, she collects discipline. Instead of announcing progress, She quietly creates it. Months later, people suddenly say, "Where did this success come from?" They believe it happened overnight. They never witnessed the countless silent mornings, the lonely evenings, the difficult choices, the moments when nobody applauded. They only see the fruit. They never saw the roots. Remember this. Trees with the deepest roots fear the strongest storms the least. Your silence becomes those roots, and something beautiful begins to happen. Because she speaks less, every word she does speak carries greater weight. People listen carefully. Her voice becomes valuable because it is not wasted. She does not argue to win. She does not explain herself to everyone. She understands that misunderstanding is part of life. Not everyone deserves access to her thoughts. Not everyone deserves an explanation. Wisdom knows the difference between being kind and being available to everyone's opinions. This surprises many people. They expect resistance. Instead, they receive calmness. Calmness often defeats conflict more quickly than anger ever could. When you refuse unnecessary battles, your mind remains clear for meaningful ones. Ask yourself honestly, how much of your energy has been lost trying to convince people who had already decided not to understand you? How many nights have been spent explaining yourself to people who never intended to listen? Peace begins the moment you stop applying for acceptance where respect does not exist. A high-value woman understands this deeply. She allows people to misunderstand her if the price of being understood is losing herself. That is not pride. That is self-respect. Her life becomes less about making announcements and more about making progress. The world eventually notices results. Results never need a loud introduction. They carry their own voice. And once you understand the strength hidden inside silence, another truth quietly appears. Not every battle deserves to be seen. Some of the greatest victories happen where no one is watching. That is where her next source of strength begins. 4. Her future plans remain protected until they become reality. Take a slow breath and reflect on this question. Why do so many people speak with excitement about what they are going to do, yet months later, nothing has changed? Why do their dreams fade before they ever become reality? And why do the people who achieve the most often surprise everyone around them? The answer is hidden in a quiet discipline that few people understand. A high-value woman knows that the future is precious. It is not something to display. It is something to protect. Many people mistake talking for progress. They feel excited when they tell others about a new business, a new relationship, a new skill they want to learn, or a new goal they have set. The praise they receive gives them a temporary feeling of accomplishment. For a moment, it feels as though the dream has already come true. But feelings are not results. Words are not actions. Dreams become reality only through consistent effort, repeated over days, weeks, months, and sometimes years. She understands this deeply. That is why she speaks less and works more. She knows that every dream begins in a fragile state. Like a small flame, it needs protection before it can become a fire. If you expose that tiny flame to every passing wind, it may never survive. Your future deserves the same care. Imagine planting a seed in rich soil. Every morning, instead of watering it, you dig it up just to show everyone that it is still there. What would happen? The seed would never grow. Many people do exactly this with their dreams. They constantly expose them to opinions, questions, and expectations before they have had time to develop strong roots. A high-value woman does not. She waters her vision with discipline instead of conversation. She understands that growth happens in silence. There is another reason she protects her plans. Not everyone who smiles at you wants to see you succeed. This may sound uncomfortable, but it is true. Some people cheer only when you remain where they are. The moment you begin growing beyond their comfort zone, their encouragement quietly disappears. Sometimes it turns into doubt, sometimes into criticism, sometimes into subtle jokes that make you question yourself. She recognizes this without becoming bitter. She simply becomes wise. Wisdom does not hate people. Wisdom chooses carefully who receives access. Not everyone deserves a front-row seat to your future. Some people have earned your trust. Others have only earned your kindness. There is a difference. A high-value woman knows that trust should be built slowly, just as a strong bridge is built one stone at a time. She does not hand people the blueprint of her life simply because they ask. Instead, she allows time to reveal character. Time has a beautiful way of showing who celebrates your growth and who secretly fears it. This patience protects her from unnecessary disappointment. She also understands something about the human mind. Every opinion you receive enters your thoughts. Even if you reject it, it leaves a small mark. Suppose 10 people tell you that your dream is impossible. You may continue moving forward, but somewhere inside, a tiny voice begins asking, what if they are right? That single question can steal months of confidence. She refuses to give doubt that opportunity. She chooses carefully which voices she allows into her mind. She listens to mentors. She listens to wisdom. She listens to truth. But she does not collect random opinions like souvenirs. Not every voice deserves space in your heart. There is great freedom in this. Instead of explaining herself to everyone, she explains herself through results. Results are difficult to argue with. Anyone can make promises. Anyone can make announcements. Anyone can create excitement. Very few people quietly build something meaningful. She belongs to those few. While others spend hours talking about success, she spends those hours preparing for it. While others chase attention, she chases excellence. While others count followers, she counts daily habits. She understands that habits create destiny. One disciplined day may seem small. One disciplined week may go unnoticed. One disciplined month may appear ordinary. But years of discipline create a life that looks extraordinary. People often call this luck. There is very little luck in consistent effort. The world notices the harvest. It rarely notices the seasons of planting, watering, waiting, and growing. She accepts this without complaint. She does not need everyone to understand her journey. She only needs to remain faithful to it. This gives her tremendous peace. She no longer feels anxious when people ask, "What are your plans?" She smiles gently. She shares only what feels right. Some things remain quietly protected inside her heart. Not because she is afraid, because she is focused. Focus is one of the greatest forms of self-respect. Every unnecessary explanation costs energy. Every unnecessary debate steals attention. Every unnecessary opinion creates noise. She chooses silence because silence protects clarity. Think about an archer aiming at a distant target. Just before releasing the arrow, would the archer turn around to explain the technique to everyone watching? No. Every bit of attention remains fixed on the target. Life works the same way. The more your attention stays on your purpose, the straighter your path becomes. Distraction is often disguised as conversation. People ask questions not because they wish to help, but because they are curious. Curiosity is natural, but your future is not public property. It is a responsibility. She treats it with honor. She also understands that unexpected success has its own quiet power. When people hear endless promises, they stop listening. But when they witness unexpected results, respect naturally follows. Respect earned through action lasts much longer than admiration earned through words. That is why she allows her life to become her introduction. She does not chase recognition. Recognition arrives when preparation meets opportunity, and preparation is almost always invisible. There will be mornings when no one sees your effort. There will be evenings when no one applauds your discipline. There will be seasons when your progress feels painfully slow. Keep going. The bamboo tree spends years growing beneath the surface before it suddenly rises toward the tank. And people think the growth happened overnight. They never saw the years spent building invisible roots. Become like the bamboo. Build below the surface. Strength is created long before it becomes visible. A high-value woman embraces this truth with patience. She does not rush because she knows that anything built too quickly often falls just as quickly. She would rather spend years creating something lasting than weeks creating something impressive. Her confidence comes from preparation, not from appearance. She understands that confidence without preparation is only noise. Preparation creates quiet certainty. That certainty cannot be taken away by criticism. It cannot be shaken by temporary failure. It cannot be stolen by comparison, because it is built from experience. As time passes, people begin noticing a change. She speaks less. She worries less. She compares less. She accomplishes more. Not because life became easier, because her energy stopped leaking into unnecessary places. Everything important began flowing toward her purpose. Imagine carrying water in a bucket with many holes. No matter how much water you collect, very little reaches your destination. Oversharing creates those holes. Constantly seeking approval creates those holes. Explaining yourself to everyone creates those holes. She quietly seals them one by one. Soon, all her energy reaches where it belongs. Her dreams become stronger. Her character becomes steadier. Her future becomes clearer. And when the day finally comes that her vision becomes reality, people are amazed. They ask, "How did you accomplish all of this without anyone knowing?" She simply smiles, because she knows a timeless truth. The loudest construction sites are rarely where masterpieces are born. The greatest transformations often happen behind closed doors, in quiet mornings, through faithful habits that no one applauds. Protect your future until it becomes strong enough to stand on its own. Let your discipline speak before your words. Let your actions become your announcement. And remember this, whenever you feel tempted to reveal tomorrow before today has finished its work. A dream guarded with patience grows into reality. A dream exposed too early often becomes a conversation instead of a life. 5. She guards the few things that give her true power. Pause for a moment and ask yourself a quiet question. What is the one thing that gives a person lasting strength? Is it beauty, money, status, praise? Many people spend their lives chasing these things, believing they are the source of power. But if they lose them, they also lose themselves. That is because they built their confidence on something that could disappear. A high-value woman builds her strength differently. She understands that real power is invisible before it is visible. It begins inside. It lives in her discipline, her peace, her values, her patience, and her ability to remain calm when life becomes uncertain. These are the treasures she protects. She knows that what is most valuable in life cannot always be seen. Think about the roots of a great tree. No one admires them because they are hidden beneath the ground. People only admire the branches, the leaves, and the fruit. But if the roots become weak, the entire tree will eventually fall. Your inner world is your roots. Your habits are your roots. Your character is your roots. That is why she spends more time strengthening herself than trying to impress others. She does not wake up wondering how many people will notice her today. She wakes up asking a different question. How can I become a better version of myself than I was yesterday? This question changes everything. When your focus shifts from being admired to becoming stronger, your entire life begins to move in a different direction. Every day becomes an opportunity for growth. Every challenge becomes a teacher. Every mistake becomes wisdom. She understands that life is not trying to punish her. Life is trying to prepare her. This mindset allows her to remain steady even during difficult seasons. When disappointment comes, she does not immediately break. When rejection comes, she does not immediately question her worth. When failure comes, she does not decide she is a failure. She separates events from identity. This is emotional intelligence. Many people say, "I failed." She says, "That attempt failed." Those two sentences sound similar, but they create completely different lives. One destroys confidence. The other builds resilience. A high-value woman protects her mind from unnecessary negativity. She is careful about what she watches, careful about what she listens to, careful about the people she spends time with. She understands that the human mind absorbs its environment. Spend enough time around fear, and fear begins to feel normal. Spend enough time around gossip, and gossip begins to sound harmless. Spend enough time around people who complain every day, and eventually complaining becomes your own habit. She chooses differently. She surrounds herself with people who inspire discipline instead of excuses. She values honesty over comfort. She welcomes correction from people who genuinely want her to grow. But she refuses to let criticism from careless people define her. She knows that not every opinion deserves attention. Imagine carrying a beautiful white cloth through a muddy road. Would you place it on the ground every few steps? Of course not. You would protect it. Your mind deserves the same care. Every unnecessary argument stains your peace. Every meaningless comparison steals your joy. Every toxic relationship weakens your confidence. She understands that protecting her peace is not selfish. It is necessary. Peace is where clear thinking begins. Peace is where wise decisions are made. Peace is where courage quietly grows. Many people confuse peace with weakness. But remaining calm when everything around you is chaotic requires tremendous strength. Anyone can react. Few people can respond wisely. That is why she does not rush. She thinks before speaking. She reflects before deciding. She listens before judging. Silence gives wisdom room to breathe. She also guards her time. She knows that time is the only treasure that can never be replaced. Money lost can be earned again. Opportunities may return, but a wasted day never comes back. She refuses to spend her hours trying to satisfy everyone. She understands that saying yes to everything often means saying no to what truly matters. So she chooses carefully. She protects her mornings. She protects her routines. She protects the habits that quietly shape her future. Most people underestimate small daily actions, but a high-value woman understands that greatness is rarely created by one extraordinary day. It is created by ordinary days lived with extraordinary consistency. One page read every day. One healthy choice every day. One kind decision every day. One disciplined action every day. Months later, these tiny choices become a completely different life. People call it transformation. She calls it consistency. This is one of her greatest strengths. She knows that powerful lives are built quietly, not through dramatic moments, but through faithful habits repeated long after excitement disappears. And because she guards these habits, they begin guarding her. Discipline protects her from regret. Wisdom protects her from poor decisions. Patience protects her from rushing into the wrong opportunities. Character protects her reputation long before words ever do. Soon, people notice something different about her. She is difficult to manipulate. She is difficult to distract. She is difficult to discourage. Not because she is stubborn, because her strength comes from within. And once a woman learns to protect the invisible foundations of her life, she discovers another truth that changes everything. She realizes that not everything valuable should be revealed. Some of the greatest treasures become even more powerful when they remain wrapped in quiet. Mystery. 6. She understands that mystery creates respect, while oversharing destroys it. Have you ever met someone who spoke about every detail of their life within the first few minutes of meeting you? Every problem, every success, every disappointment, every plan, every opinion. At first, it may seem like honesty, but after a while, something begins to disappear. The mystery, the depth, the quiet dignity that invites respect. A high-value woman understands that authenticity does not mean telling everyone everything. It means being truthful without becoming an open book for every stranger. She knows that trust is earned, not assumed. She does not reveal the deepest parts of herself to people who have only known her for a few moments. She allows relationships to grow naturally. Just as seasons cannot be rushed, neither can trust. Think about a beautiful novel. If someone tells you every chapter before you begin reading, the excitement disappears. The same happens in life. There is beauty in discovering a person's character over time. There is beauty in allowing people to earn access instead of receiving it freely. This is not manipulation. It is wisdom. She understands that privacy is not fear. Privacy is protection. Some people mistake mystery for pretending, but they are completely different. Pretending hides who you are. Healthy mystery simply refuses to reveal everything all at once. There is no mask, only patience. She smiles without explaining every emotion. She listens without interrupting every silence. She observes before making judgments, because she knows that people reveal themselves if you simply give them enough space. Many mistakes could be avoided if people learn to observe before speaking. Words cannot be taken back. Silence can always become speech later. That is why she values thoughtful conversations more than constant conversations. She knows that speaking less often allows others to speak more. And when others speak, they reveal their values, their fears, their intentions, and sometimes even their hidden character. Listening becomes her quiet advantage. She hears what loud people miss. She notices what distracted people overlook. This awareness protects her. Oversharing often comes from a hidden desire. The desire to be accepted. The desire to be understood. The desire to feel important. But she has already learned one powerful lesson. The people who truly value you do not need every detail to respect you. And the people who do not value you will not suddenly respect you because you revealed more. So she stops trying to convince everyone. She simply becomes herself. She knows that confidence does not shout. It breathes. It walks slowly. It remains calm. It refuses to chase approval. Notice the ocean. From the shore, you can only see the surface. Its greatest depth remains hidden, yet no one questions its power. Human beings are much the same. The deepest people rarely reveal everything immediately. Their wisdom unfolds slowly. Every conversation reveals another layer. Every season uncovers another lesson. This natural unfolding creates lasting respect. A high-value woman embraces this rhythm. She lets people discover her kindness through her actions. She lets people discover her intelligence through her decisions. She lets people discover her strength through the way she handles adversity. She never feels the need to announce these qualities, because genuine character introduces itself. There is another reason she avoids oversharing. Words create emotional attachments. When you constantly explain your pain to people who cannot heal it, the pain often becomes stronger. Repeatedly telling the same story can quietly keep you trapped inside it. She chooses healing instead of endless retelling. She learns from the past. She honors the lesson. Then she continues walking forward. This does not mean she hides her struggles forever. It means she shares them with the right people. People who have earned her trust. People who carry wisdom instead of curiosity. People who protect her heart instead of collecting her secrets. That difference changes everything. Because wisdom is not measured by how much you reveal. It is measured by how well you discern. Discernment is quiet intelligence. It knows when to speak. It knows when to wait. It knows when silence carries greater meaning than explanation. As this understanding grows, something remarkable begins to happen. She no longer worries about appearing interesting. She becomes genuinely interesting, not because she creates mystery, but because she lives with depth. Her life speaks before her words. Her consistency speaks before her promises. Her peace speaks before her opinions. And the respect she receives is no longer temporary. It is rooted in something much stronger than attention. It is rooted in character. Because in the end, when people may forget impressive words, they may forget dramatic stories, they may even forget perfect appearances, but they never forget the quiet strength of someone who knew their worth, protected their peace, and allowed their life, not their explanations, to become the loudest voice in the room.